Welcome to a special investigative edition of Hawk Talk News. I am your host, Uncle Rick Hawkins. In this episode, we are going to dive in and investigate the enigma that is Sean Stanley Morse. What from his history and upbringing led him to becoming such a dominant force in personality and education? Our team of highly trained investigative reporters will address questions like these and more throughout the episode. Our investigation begins at the very beginning of Sean Stanley Morse, and that occurred at Abington Hospital. Right now we have a team of reporters out on the scene of Abington Hospital. Thanks, Rick. Rick Hawkins here, Chief Correspondent for Hawk Talk News. I am at the location where it all began for Sean Morse, here at Abington Hospital. To speak more on this, I found Mrs. Hawkins, or your Aunt Amy, and I'm going to interview her about this moment. Aunt Amy, you look amazing today. I don't know how you're doing. In any event, could you please talk to what was going on that day Sean was born? A very memorable moment for all of us. Please speak into the mic.
Thank you, Rick. So I was very excited to be welcoming another member of our family in, my second nephew. So we were all eagerly awaiting this because 6 short weeks later, Uncle Rick and I were going to be getting married, and we were so excited to have 2 little Morse boys be a part of that memorable day as well.
And there you have it, Rick. Back to you at the studio. An amazing interview. That was some great interviewing out there. Our next stop along the way was also early on in Sean's life. This happened at his first home that he came home from the hospital at, and that was a Tree Line Drive in Montgomeryville, Pennsylvania. Right now, I think it's closed down and has turned into a museum. But here's our investigative team again, looking into his first house out of the hospital.
Thank you, Rick. We are now on Tree Line Drive, where Sean Morse was brought home from the hospital to the house that you see behind me. This was the first place that Sean Morse lived. There was many great memories that were made here, but he did only live here for a short amount of time, so he may not have that many memories of this place, but I am sure that it is documented well in photographs. Thank you. Back to you in the studio, Rick.
Another fascinating interview. Next along the way is his next house that he lived in, and that is at Comley Circle in North Wales, Pennsylvania. Again, everybody around the area knows where Sean lives. They pay homage to him when they drive by Comley Circle, so it's a widely known place. So we had another set of reporters out there on a top secret investigation of the Comley Circle household.
We have just arrived at the current Morse household. Sean lives here right now. This is where he spent most of his years as a child, as this was his second place of residence. He grew up here, he matured here, and became the man that he is today. And he is probably inside right now. We don't want to stay here too long because they might see us, so I'm going to send it back to you in the studio.
Another fascinating interview. Our next stop along the way is his first leg of his amazing academic career at North Penn School District. It all began at North Wales Elementary for Sean. There, he was a dynamic student, top of his class at all times, admired by students and faculty. Let's head out there right now and see what our reporters have to see about that.
Thanks, Richard. We're here at North Wales Elementary School where Sean began his educational career. Joey, care to join us? Joey is a first grader at Hillside Elementary School. Care to tell us what it's like to be a first grader in elementary school?
Sure. We're learning multiplication, it's fun at gym. We have art, music, science, math, and gym.
What is your favorite subject?
Gym, of course.
All right, there you have it. Now back to the news desk.
That was some great footage from North Wales Elementary. Our next stop along the way is a feather in the cap for Sean Stanley Morse. Again, not as he only 6'10" or whatever he is. Again, he was an amazing, outstanding athlete. On display was at Norgwen Fields, where he dominated the Diamond, offensively and defensively. Right now, we have a team out at Norgwen Fields to tell us all about it.
Thanks, Rick. We're here at Norgwen Baseball Fields where Sean Morse had an illustrious Little League career. He's on a Hall of Fame here somewhere on the campus here, but he's a well-known Little Leaguer, outstanding. To speak more on this, we are interviewing Joey Hawkins, who is a current Little Leaguer. Joey, what do you think about Little League? Do you like playing it?
It's awesome. I can hit big bombs.
Big bombs, that's where we're at. All right, we're going back to you at the studio.
What an amazing athlete. Next stop along the way was a second leg of his academic journey throughout the North Penn School District, and that occurred at Pembroke Middle School. Again, he totally dominated all curriculum, teachers admired him, students loved him. Let's look at what the team has dug up out there.
Thanks, Rick. Rick Hawkins, Chief Correspondent for Hawk Talk News here. Here at Pembroke Middle School, which is the second leg of Sean Morse's illustrious educational career. He entertained grades 7, 8, and 9 here. To give us more insight on being that age, a ninth grader herself, we have Maggie Hawkins, your cousin. Let's go over.
Hello.
Maggie, what's it like being in ninth grade?
It's honestly
Talking to the mics, please.
It's honestly a great experience. Even though I didn't go to Pembroke Middle School, I can tell you that I'm having the time of my life, making great friends, and I know that these friendships will last a long time.
Now, I heard that there was some controversy with Sean and some of the administrators here, the vice principals and principals. Do you know anything about that information?
I wish I could tell you more, but I honestly
Please, speak in the mic.
don't know much about that.
There you have it, some fascinating stuff. We'll go back to you at the studio, Rick.
Another great interview. His final leg of his journey through the North Penn School District ended at North Penn High School, which he just recently graduated from. I do have a team of investigative reporters out there right now to take a look at this.
Welcome to North Penn High School, home of the Knights, where Sean ended his North Penn School District educational career. I'm here today with two teachers from Conestoga High School, Amy and Richard Hawkins. Thank you for joining me.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have any input on high school that you would like to share?
Well, first of all, I'd like to say that I'm wearing my North Penn girls tennis t-shirt from 1992 from when I went to North Penn High School. So go Knights. Second, I am currently a high school teacher, and I just would really like to say that I have pictured Sean Morse in my class a few times, and I would have loved to have been Sean's teacher. He's the type of student that doesn't take school too seriously, knows how to have a good time, and I am positive he would have made my class a fun place to be for me and my students. So as we end your North Penn career here, there's one more stop to go though, so just wait. I'd like to say a very big congratulations. I can't wait for you to walk on June 2nd and do that weird virtual ceremony on June 11th. But we are very excited for you and can't wait to celebrate with you. And here is Uncle Rick.
As an esteemed high school educator for over 20 years, I'd just like to say how impressed you blossoming as a student. Moreover, I really enjoyed sharing the cheating techniques on the internet that you shared with me. I really appreciated that. It enlightened me as an educator. But again, North Penn was lucky to have you, but it's time to move on.
Thank you, and back to the news desk.
All right, that was the past. Looking into the future for Sean Stanley Morse, it's all laid out ahead of him at Temple University. Temple University is a well-renowned college with an amazing basketball team. Right now we have a group of reporters out on campus right now to interview some students.
Thanks, Rick. We are here at Temple University on the Ambler campus to end our series on Sean Morse. We began this journey today at Abington Hospital, the birthplace of Sean Morse. We visited the different places he lived and where he has spent his educational career up until this point. And so we thought it would be appropriate to end here at Temple University. We would like to wish him many good years here where he will gain much knowledge and he will do amazing things. If we can find any students on the campus today to interview with some words of advice for Sean Morse as he will be attending here this fall. Here's two students now.
Hey, pretty lady.
Would you mind being interviewed?
Bro, yeah.
So we were wondering, what advice would you have for an incoming freshman this fall?
This school goes hard, bro. Classes are tight, they're lit, the girls are real nice, bro. And if you get a chance, you go down and watch a basketball game at the Accor Center, that's always on point. It's a great place to be, bro.
And you, young man, is there any words of advice you would like to give to Sean?
It's gonna be great.
Very nice, very nice. So that sums up our series today on Sean Morse. I'm going to send it back to Rick in the studio where he is going to close out this series and send Sean off with congratulations and well wishes for his future.
Wow. With students like those and Sean being introduced to them, Temple's never going to know what hit him. But that brings us to a close on this investigative history into Sean Stanley Morse. Again, he had an amazing past, historic past. Then looking into the future, it is very bright for Sean Stanley Morse. He has the whole world ahead of him right now, everything he needs to take it on. We look forward to seeing how he develops throughout his adult life. Well, that brings our episode to an end, and we'd like to thank you from the entire Hawk Talk News team. We are signing off. But first, please watch over the picture montage we have created at the end of it.
Another turning point, a fork stuck in the road. Time grabs you by the wrist, directs you where to go. So make the best of this test and don't ask why. It's not a question but a lesson learned in time. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. So take the photographs and still frames in your mind, hang it on a shelf in good health and good time. Tattoos and memories and dead skin on trial. For what it's worth, it was worth all the while. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. Something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life. It's something unpredictable, but in the end is right. I hope you had the time of your life.